Okay, pre-calculus. This is section 10.2 on the introduction to conic sections. And the first conic section we look at is that of a parabola. Okay, you can look up the definition of parabola. It's also going to be in the PowerPoint I send out. But this is what you need to know about a parabola. All right, you are given the parabola in one of two forms. X minus h squared equals 4p y minus k, or y minus k squared equals to 4p x minus h. Here's the difference. In the first one, it has a vertical orientation where when x is being squared, it has a vertical orientation. That means that it's either going to open up or down. It opens up if p is positive. It opens down if p is negative. A horizontal parabola either opens left or right, and that occurs when y is being squared. If p is positive, it opens right. If p is negative, it opens left. Now, some other terms that are involved in a parabola is the term focus and directrix. The focus is an ordered pair. It's inside the parabola. The directrix is a linear graph, either horizontal or vertical. If the parabola is vertical, then the directrix is horizontal. If the parabola is horizontal, then the directrix is vertical. Now, the vertex HK, whether it's vertical or horizontal, is always in the middle between the focus and the directrix. Okay? So, if HK is the vertex, then the focus will have the ordered pair H K plus P. And the directrix will always be the equation y equals k minus p. Now, all of these formulas can be found in your textbook and on the PowerPoint slides. Now, when you take a quiz or a test, I would expect you to use these formulas. I'm not expecting you to memorize these, right? With a horizontal parabola, same idea. The only difference is my focus see the difference here? My focus was HK plus P. Since this is going horizontally, I add it to the horizontal coordinate. And then the directrix is going to be x equals h minus p. See the difference? Now, in a parabola, I'm going to draw an example of a parabola here on the coordinate plane. And I'm going to draw an example of a horizontal that opens to the right. This will be my vertex. My focus would be here. My directrix would be the vertical line where this distance is equal to P and this distance is equal to P. P is always the distance from the vertex to the focus or from the vertex to the directrix. That's what P is. All right, here's an example. Find the equation of a parabola with vertex at 3, 2. Whoops. And focus 1, 2. All right, now notice something. The y-coordinate is not changing. If the y-coordinate's not changing, that means that this is going to be a horizontal parabola, okay? Because the focus and the vertex are moving horizontally. That means that, now one thing, I'm going to go back up here to this picture. One thing you should always notice that the focus of a parabola is always inside the parabola. So if this is got the vertex at 3, 2, and the focus is at 1, 2, that means it's moving to the left, correct? And if it's moving to the left, whoops, my hand's in the way of the camera. If it's moving to the left, that means that my p-value is moving to the left. P is -2. Because I'm going from 3 to 1, and I'm going backwards 2 units, so my p-value is -2. Because remember I said the p-value is always the distance the focus is from the vertex. So far, so good. So my p-value is that my h and k are 3 and 2. I've got my p-value, right? All I've got to do is go back up here and plug and chug. So y minus the k value, which is 2, squared, equals to 4 times p. If p is -2, what's 4 times -2? -8. And then x minus 3. That is the equation of that parabola.